Okay, we're back for part 2 of the Wraith rework. I got the interior done, and I only did a little bit to it. I painted my seats and steering wheel, things like that. Got the column. So we're getting ready to put this back in, and sit down here. Excuse me. Alright, I still got a lot of this frame apart because you got to kind of spread it apart to get everything in without tearing anything up. So I don't want to scratch up the interior too bad, so we got a lot of this still loose here, and I might have to loosen this shock tower. It seems like it's still a little tight. So I'm going to do that so I don't tear nothing up. And basically we'll just loosen these up. Let it come out a little more. Don't have to really take them out. So just help it spread out a little more to get the interior in without scratching everything all up. There we go. Now we got the interior in. We just got to put the screws in for that. Now I'll take a 1.5, and this thing's adjustable on mine, so I'm going to leave it out long. Alright, these are a little weird. Take my little ball driver. Boy, those are hard to get in. Alright, plan B. If you have any of the tips, they've got the little ball like that where you can turn the screw sideways and still work it. So you can get this at a pretty good angle and still work. So those will work the best for these little tight spots. Other ones I ought to be able to use this. Okay, that's got the interior back in. Alright, so what we're going to do now is just get the rest of these tubes that got to go in back in. And once we do that, this piece got to go in. Got to tighten the shock towers back up. Put the screws in here. So that's a little boring. So let me get that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay. We pretty much got the frame back together. I left the top off because I still got some things to do. What we got to do now is we're going to have to drop this transmission plate. And I don't really have it on one, so it's no. But normally you would take out these 4 screws. Then this just drops down, so and then you got access to your putting your transmission in and everything else. Now what I've also got to do is hook all my electronics in. So I'm probably going to work on my electronics first while I got that down. See, that'll just drop down like that. I'll come in here and add my electronic. Ooh, sorry about that. My electronics. And this is a plate I made for this a long time ago. And it fits back here where my battery tray was at. And all the screws are drilled for that. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to get this in, get my wires run down. Because I've still got all my light controls, and I got to hook up my winch controller. So let me start getting some of that on, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got our wiring in, the transmitter box and everything in there, and I went ahead and mounted the transmission in the axles, in the drive shafts. So what we got to do now is put the housing back on here that holds everything together. Alright, so there's 4 screws on each side, and this will pretty much get this thing back into where it doesn't want to jumble all around on us. That's my heater there. It's too hot in here as it is. Well, instead of boring y'all to death while I put all these screws in, I'll be right back. Okay. Well, we got the transmission back in and everything. I still got a few screws to put in. Just give you a little break. got a little torque and a little speed. So now let me finish putting the frame rails back in, and it looks like all my lights are working, so that's good. And I lost one little cover over here, but I got some other ones. I'll put a new one on that. A little cover right there. I got some other ones and some spare buckets, so I'll use them. Actually, I got some right here I'll use. There you go. And there's the winch. I got my little backup button right here. Alright, well, let me finish putting the rest of the screws in the top, and then we'll start putting the body panels on, and we'll see what she looks like. And I still got to do something with these wires here. I need to extend the ones to the ESC so I can run it under the truck, and then I'll solder my power wire for my winch, servo winch, to do the same thing. I'll power it right in with the power, so as you plug this up, this plug up at the same time. Alright, well, give me just a few more minutes. I got a few more screws here to put in, and then we'll check the panels out. Alright, hang on. Okay, time to start putting our panels on. Now this right here went to my Team Associate buggy kit, and I like the way that it was a battery strap mount. And since I need to get into this hood a lot, I modified my hood a little bit to accept this. And of course I'm going to paint these a different color, but for now I'll hold my hood on there pretty good. So I'm liking that so far. The camouflage isn't the best in the world, but you know, hey, I suck at painting, so I do believe it'll do. My roof, I think, came out a little better, so let's get that up on here. I'm not using a driver on these because these don't really take a lot to tighten up. That plastic will strip out pretty easy, so I don't want to do that. That's what it's looking like so far. I'm kind of digging it. Well, we could put some side panels on. Get my paint wires off there. These are all aluminum panels, so Looking pretty good, I think. Alright, well let me get the other side on real quick and I'll be right back. Okay. Here it is with the roof and sides. I think it's coming out pretty nice. I might even go ahead and get rid of these chrome rims because they're kind of not matching. I got to already take off these plates here and paint them, so I think I might do my rims at the same time. Now we got to put our back on. So that's that little piece I bought. So this one gets kind of weird because you got to kind of hold this and do everything else. So let me get that on and I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, there we go. Like I said, I still got to paint these. Get rid of the silver. I decided to paint the luggage rack and this back hook. I know in the beginning I said I wasn't going to, but they really stuck out. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to try and tape off this black and paint these rims inside here and get rid of this chrome. And do that in the green, or maybe I'll mix them up. Do one green, one brown, one tan. I don't know. I think I'll just do them in the green. So there you go. There's the rework, and like I said, we'll do a little running video and see how it all moves. Now I still gotta get my guy back in there and get that all reset and put him in and get his seatbelt back on so he'll stop falling out. So I still got a few little things to do, but I'm not going to bother doing them on camera. I got to make these black or green or tan or something in the rims, so get a little bit more of the chrome off here. Alright, well I guess the next thing we'll do is we'll try to do a little running video. But that's it for the reworking of this, and I appreciate you watching, and please like, please subscribe, and leave comments. Okay, thank you. Bye.